Well, here we are at the end of 2025, and I have one last kiln load that I didn't expect to have this year, but I had a couple special requests. I have a neighbor that wanted some mixing bowls for his daughters that are in college. I had gifted him one of those, and he wanted them for Christmas, and I didn't have any. I'd sold all of them. And then we have gratefully acquired some new grandchildren that we love very dearly, and our son is going to be getting married here at the first of the year, and everybody in the family gets one of Grandpa's mugs, one of G-Pa's mugs. So I had to make some mugs for our 4 new grandchildren and our new daughter-in-law, and my fingers are crossed because I'm using some combos here that I don't always use because I'm trying to match colors that they like, and I'm getting ready to open this kiln and see just how it goes. This is definitely the last kiln opening of the year. It is, what, the 27th? Here in Northwest Arkansas, it's going to be 78 degrees. I'm wearing shorts December 27th, which is nuts, but anyway, I bought Emerald Falls, which is a new color for me because I wanted a green. Look at that. And I was really a little bit afraid of how stable it was going to be. This is a flower pot, as you can see. It broke really nicely on that braiding. I didn't go too thick because I read a little bit online about how it can be like seaweed where it runs quite a bit. So we do have a little bit of thinness here and there, but it seemed to be real stable. And here is the plate for it. And it broke really nicely on texture. I propagate a lot of plants out here in my studio. It has 2 windows with a southern exposure. And so I grow a lot. I make a lot of little pots like this, and in the springtime they sell, I pot them up with the plants. And they're nice little sellers. Here's something you've seen a little bit of before, but this little vase, I put ancient jasper on this top part. And I hope you can see, it didn't give me quite the color that I expected because I put 4 coats of ancient jasper up here, from here down. And then I did honey flux all the way down. This is a reclaimed clay. It has just a little bit of speckling in it. And then I did cosmic tea dust. And again, that cosmic tea dust is just a little bitty band. I mean, less than an inch at the top, and you can see how well that runs with honey flux. I don't put very much. I put it thick, but I put it narrow. And that just comes out with I love these combinations with the honey flux and cosmic tea dust. I've made some mugs like this that people really like too, so. All right, let's see what we've got in here. My fingers are crossed on these mugs because I don't have time to remake them before the end of the year for sure. All right, that's pretty. All right, one of the young ladies who is 16 likes pink, and that is just a little buff mug or a little reclaimed mug. And I used, what is my speckled up there? River birch. River birch. And this is actually sunset pink from Coyote that I put around the rim, inside and out and down. Doesn't that just have a lovely shape? My little peace sign. That's a gorgeous little mug. I'm happy with that one. All right. And how old is P? 10. This is the 10-year-old. She likes light blue, cloud blue. This is Indigo Float. Again, on just a reclaimed clay, which has got a blend of stoneware, some porcelain, and a little bit of speckled. You can see just a little bit of speckled clay in there. And that is just Indigo Float. And we got some really nice movement on that. I like that one. It'll be a rare occasion if I'm completely happy. If you've seen my videos or one of my shorts, I broke my favorite mug on vacation this year when we were in Pensacola. And so I needed a new mug, and I made this for me. And this has got honey flux on the inside, textured turquoise, and then I went over all of it with a little bit of blue rutile. Up here at the top, I had some honey flux. I had some darker blue up here. It looks like some indigo float I put up here, and then I covered this whole thing with blue rutile. And that is mine. I like to have a little bit of ribbing around the bottom. If you see how that is, of course it catches glaze, but that's a real stable combo. Anything with blue rutile and some of these, you can see the reclaim, how it is. But now I have me a nice big blue mug to replace the one that I broke. All right, here's well, these turned out nice. Shoot, that little S crack in the bottom. Tiny, tiny little S crack there. Why that happened to me, but it did. But that's pretty. This is speckled clay. You know, and it seems like I've had a couple of these S cracks lately, and it's been with the speckled clay. It's not with my other stoneware stuff. But you can see on these little mixing bowls, and it doesn't go through. It's just on the outside there. It's pretty minor. But this was honey flux with blue rutile and textured turquoise, where I just mixed them and then let that run down. And that was just up here at the top, but with that flow, it just came right on down and made a really pretty little bowl. All right, this one's good. Same combo. Some speckled clay here, or reclaim on these. We got some really nice run. I didn't go too far, too thick with the honey flux, but to me that gives you a lot of really nice contrast. Blue rutile and indigo float and textured turquoise up here to just let that run go. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at the inside of that. Whew. All right. Here's the true test. My last mugs are on this bottom shelf. And here's we did get to a nice cone 6 on that. I hope everybody had a great holiday season, great Christmas. Have a wonderful new year coming up. Okay. Oh, I'm scared to look at these. Oh my goodness. I'm not unhappy with that. The oldest daughter is in college, and she's a wee little thing. She's not very big, but she likes purple. And so I made her the biggest mug because I figured she needed the most caffeine when she's studying. This is actually purple crystal. No, this is Coyote lapis satin. I did all the way up and down. And I just stumbled upon this on accident, this combo. If you look at that, this is Coyote's lapis satin. And then I put purple crystal over the top of it. And I get this really cool break on that. It's just pretty. Now on the inside I did downpour, so I have just a straight Celadon, so it makes it food safe. I don't have any weird combos in here or anything like that. It's just downpour, and so it's real dark, blends well, and it came out with a really neat purple mug. Isn't that pretty? All right, I'm 4 for 5 right now. Nope. No. I still have 2 more to go. Oh, I don't hate that. All right, this is green. This is going to be for my new daughter-in-law who likes a dark green. This is Emerald Falls. And at the top here, what I did was I put seaweed over it down about 1 inch, maybe that far. And I put 3 or 4 coats of seaweed on top of 3 coats of Emerald Falls. Now, Emerald Falls is thin. It's like seaweed. It's a very watery glaze. And as you can see, boy, it's going to take a lot of coats to cover there because it still seemed to be pretty thin here. But I may have gone a little bit weak. I would say I did because of my fear of never using it. And I didn't know how much it was going to run. But that is a really pretty dark green mug. That is just, that's pretty. I would do that again. All right, and the next one, I feel secure about it. Everything looks good. There's no cracks in the bottom. This is for the only boy in the group. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. There's your good old, he likes blue. So we did a textured turquoise on the inside with blue rutile lightly over it. And then I did a straight blue rutile on the outside. Of course, I did this is how I think. This is a very shapely, nice little mug for a lady. And then the guy's mug is just nice, straight, square. And how old is he? 15, 16? 15. And that will be for him. It's got some nice grooving in here, which really gives you some pretty breaks. And I can honestly say I'm really happy with this load. I've got 2 more mixing bowls in here. I don't have any more good solid, those are good solid bowls. This is more indigo float. The others were blue rutile and textured turquoise. These I actually did more indigo float around the top. This was not as much, this was a reclaim and not really a speckled clay. And so I used, you can see the river birch on it. So we got the runs here. And this is a straight cone. This went to cone 6, no hold, kicks off, manual kilns. Real pretty. I think my neighbor will have some to pick from here. He has a couple of daughters, like I said, in college. And they really like these little bowls. They're just so convenient with that little tab. Go look at my video. I did a video on how to make these, and they're just real simple to throw. You can see they have a nice little curve to them. Someone had asked about me, the way I throw them, it looks like it has a square bottom on it, but it doesn't. It just comes out really sweet. Beautiful little combos. That is river birch, indigo float, just daubed on. I go around it, just daubing it around here to make it thick. Even on the inside, look at that. I think I threw a little downpour in there. You can see the dark blue with the indigo. Gorgeous. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful new year coming up. I'm gonna be making more combos, more videos. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and have a wonderful new year. God bless.